Wow, 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 wow. I've been muted this whole time. Wow. What's up, Mithrix? So, sorry about that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. That's embarrassing. I've been muted for, what, 2 minutes? Yeah. So, tonight we are about to get a new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. However, there is a thing on their website where they're like, probably don't stream this on YouTube. Every other platform is fine. Don't stream it on YouTube, though, because of the content ID system. So, go over to the Twitch side. That's the link is in chat. So, when we hit 7 p.m., which is in 22 minutes, I'm gonna cut the YouTube portion of this stream, and we're just gonna be on Twitch for the rest of this. I will be posting reactions to trailers and all that stuff on the YouTube channel when I, can edit that down quickly. So don't worry, things will hit the YouTube side. But yeah, when the actual keynote goes live, I'm gonna take the YouTube side down. So then we'll just be on Twitch for the rest of the evening. So that is the state of things. But yeah, the link is in the Twitch chat. It's gonna be when the YouTube portion ends and I cut that, I'm gonna have the Twitch link as the pinned comment so you can find it easily. But that's the that's the situation right now. That's what we're dealing with. Ugh. But yeah. Now we can relax for like 20 minutes before everything gets going. Whew. Well, Mithrix, do you play 14? I don't know if I've ever asked you that. Do you play 14? I know you played older Final Fantasy games. Have you played 14? And like, if you play 14, what do you expect from tonight? Good evening, Dax. Good evening. Welcome. Things are about to get crazy in 20 minutes. Like, I posted my predictions video with a very stupid opening joke bit thing that I did. But in that, I like talk about changes, general stuff I want to see changed in the game. But realistically, what we'll get tonight is probably mainly a title and a setting for the expansion. There is indeed an Elder Scrolls Online, yeah. I remember playing that the beta for that. I had a LAN party here where we were like, what, 6 people, I think? In sitting in my hallway with one PC each and playing the beta for Elder Scrolls the entire first night. And then on the second day we were like, you guys want to play something else? Which is not the experience you want to have when you're trying out a new game. It was so unfortunate. Nobody was feeling it. I hear it's really good now. So, things have changed. And I mean, that was just our experience. But I think about that every time someone brings up that game. Because that's like the experience I had with it. I never tried it after. But I heard it's way better. You played Final Fantasy X, 10-2, the Cloud one. The Cloud one? You mean 7? And the Lightning one. Lightning is 13. Okay, so you've never played 14. Ooh, a Final Fantasy like Expedition 33 would go super hard. Give me a remake of 6 with the mechanics from Expedition 33 and... I'm yours forever, Square. Goddamn. But yeah, realistically tonight, I don't have that many predictions. Like, we're not gonna get to see new jobs tonight. They don't show that usually on the first Fanfest. They have 3 for people. I mean, FF14? What, Lightning? Yeah. Or what? What? Huh? Hi, Pexi. What do you mean? The Lightning one is 13. Did I say something different? Whatever. It's unimportant. Yes. We're not gonna see jobs tonight. Oh, 13 has similar combat to 33. Ah, I see. But I mean, like, still actually turn-based, but like reactive turn-based. I thought 13 had like action combat, but you know, I'll see it when I get there, I guess. Line returns as different combat. Ah, the Moogle is back. They had the Moogle on stream earlier. Look at that cutie. And the people working, like, yeah, the woman on stage behind the Moogle had to ferry him away, and the crowd booed. they were so sad when they had to take the Moogle away for a bit. But yeah, realistically, we're not getting jobs announced tonight. But just for the record, even though we're not getting jobs announced tonight, for the record, the jobs that I want from this expansion, well, we are most likely getting a tank and a ranged physical DPS. We have a bard and machinist and all that already. Ranger is a possibility. I've heard people talk about songstress being a possibility. And what I want for the ranged DPS is a crossbow wielder. A crossbow person with like knight armor and a shield on the back. That's ideally what's gonna happen for me. But we're probably not seeing that tonight. I looked at a video yesterday where a dude was like summarizing prior Fanfests, like how they did the announcement structure, and apparently during the first Fanfest, it's just Joshi P hinting with the shirts. Not historically. We haven't. Historically, we've seen the hint at the first one, and then we've had the jobs announced later in the second or third Fanfest. Because like during the first Fanfest for Dawntrail, for example, we only got the Ninja Turtles hint T-shirts, and that was hinting at like at a well, Pictomancer because they're all painters, you know, for names, and also Viper for Leonardo's weapons, you know. So realistically, I don't think we're getting a job tonight. We could, but just looking back historically, I don't think we're getting a job announcement tonight. But we are getting, like, if we don't get a job announcement, we're for sure getting a hint with the t-shirts. We are for sure getting a trailer. We're gonna know a setting for the story. I don't even know if we're gonna get a release date tonight. We might, but we might get a window. Like, as long as we get a year, I'm good. That, like, please don't be 2027. That's like the one fear I have, because Dawntrail cannot go into 2027. Dawntrail cannot last for another 10 months. It's not feasible. It's too long. We're getting 7.5, which is the final patch cycle for the expansion, on Tuesday. That patch cycle cannot last for, what, 5 months? No, not even 7 months. So, it needs, like, I know this is pure copium, but it needs to come out at the latest early December. Do I think that's realistic? Only very, very, very slightly. And yeah, it's such a small, tiny possibility, and only because Dawntrail was released on like Endwalker was released on like December 7th when that came out. That's the only reason I'm even entertaining the idea of a late November, early December release. Because the final Fanfest is on the last of October, the Japanese one. And, well, last of October and the 1st of November. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting how this is gonna shake out. It'll be May 2027. I don't think that's doable for the game at all. If it takes that long, it's gonna lose so many people. It's way too late. I don't think that's unrealistic. And that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Like, it needs to either be very late 2026 or at the latest, like, the last of January. Like, if it goes past that, we're screwed. They're blasting Lahi? Okay. We have so much more games coming, you're gonna forget about it even if you wait to 2027. No, I play this game daily, dude. Nah. Like, prior to this, like, expansion releases has been once every 2 years. Like, roughly. During summer every 2 years. COVID really screwed up some stuff. Like Fanfest and like very late production of Endwalker. But I think most of Endwalker that was affected by the pandemic was patch stuff. So yeah. No idea timetable of announcements. First time I watched Fanfest live stream, which is a great point to bring up because this is probably the first time I'm watching them happen live as well. I've like watched them like hours after they've ended, like for the last one, but I've never been on it like when it happens live. So just to do a quick rundown of how this works, as we have 10 minutes left. Fanfest is basically the BlizzCon of Final Fantasy 14. It's not every Final Fantasy, it's just for 14. So imagine if BlizzCon was just for World of Warcraft. They do it whenever they have a new expansion coming out. They don't do it every year. Only when they have expansions coming out. And it's usually 3 FanFest shows during the year. The first one is in North America, so this one is in Los Angeles. The Anaheim Convention Center in LA. Last time it was in Las Vegas, I think, and people did not enjoy that location for this. Because it was very warm, apparently. Shocker. So they do US first, and then they show a trailer with unfinished music for the new expansion. You get a location for the new expansion. You get an idea of where the expansion is going. And like basic, you know, specifications of what the game is, you know. And then they did, then they do a second FanFest in Europe, like months later, where they show more details for the trailer, like more, like the music is more finished. They show a few more scenes, you know, and then they show like more specific stuff. Usually they start bringing up jobs and like just very like more specific stuff of what is coming and what is changing. And then you have Japan FanFest, which is the final one, where they show off the full trailer with all the music done and all that stuff. They openly talk about all the jobs coming, the story, things happening, cool, like, inspirations from older games happening, you know, basically, like, this is it. We're not far away from the release. Let's talk about everything. Show all our cards. Usually the presentation at each is, like, 2 hours long, or something like that. Is it only a Final Fantasy Online game, nothing else? Yes, it is only for 14, the MMO. But the reason why this one specifically is very interesting is because we have no idea what they're about to show. Like, sure, that's always the case, but we genuinely don't know if this is going to be... like, we are coming up... Here's the reason why I feel like this one in particular has the potential to be very, very interesting. Because we are coming up on the last 7 remake, right? The last part of 7 remake. And if you're gonna capitalize on that with the MMO, you probably want to do it when you're actively doing the 7 remake games. They a week and a half ago, they released a mount and a pet from 7 remake. that is now in the game. It is marketed on the launcher with a FanFest banner underneath it. And by the time the next expansion is rolling out, the last 7 remake sequel will definitely be out and done. And if you want to like capitalize on the hype, this is kind of their one chance to do it, to have everything line up perfectly. So that is why I feel like this one specifically can be very interesting for just Final Fantasy fans in general. A lot of people talk about like they're like pulling out the FF7 stuff. They must be only if they're really desperate. It's like yeah, maybe, but if you want to do it, now is the time. FF7 Part 3 won't be here till 2028. I mean, yeah, but the next expansion for this is not going to be in 2028. It's probably 2029 at the earliest. So if they still want to have some overlap, they're going to have to do it now. In my opinion. Just if we're going to, you know, try to think about marketing and shit like that. We'll 100% get a tease for a new job. Yeah, I mean, they did tease the Viper in the first Dawntrail trailer, for sure. But they never, like, they showed, I think, the hilt of one of the swords. But the whole thing with the Dawntrail reveal for Viper was that he was always wearing the, like, the hood and the giant cape on top of him. So we never saw exactly what was going on underneath. It's like, yeah, there will be hints, most likely. But we're not gonna, I still don't think they're gonna be like, and here's the Rune Knight, you know? I don't think that's happening tonight, unfortunately, even though I would love that to happen. My little chocobo, see how fast he runs. Ooh. That will be getting original jobs again? You mean, do you mean... When did we get an original job last? I mean, every... Reaper might be... I don't know if Reaper is an original to 14, though. Like, we've definitely had Scythe characters in previous games, right? But, like, Viper is just Zidane. Pictomancer is Realm. What was before that? Sage is original. Yeah, Sage is probably the one. What came out with Sage? Was it Reaper? I mean, the Viper name is a 14 original, but it's just, from what I understand, it's just Zidane. With like a snake theme instead of a monkey boy or whatever. Again, I haven't played 9, so I don't know how valid that is, but that's like what I've heard. I also don't, I'm not entirely sure if 9 is the one where he's in it. Let me see here. Yeah, Zidane is a 9. Yeah, I mean, I'll get there eventually. But it's a ways away. I mean, Sage is definitely an original, though. Because they even had to give the names for the Sage weapon. So I remember them doing like a Nuliths? Is that what they're called? Okay, so the name Sage has been used in previous games. Okay. But the weapons were new. Okay. Okay, I think we just like have different like we probably look at the word like original class in different ways. Yeah, I'm thinking more of the weapons and not like instead of the names. So I think we just think about it differently. Like weapon and theme is probably the ones I'm thinking about the most, but I'm probably leaning more on the weapons, I think, for my the way I look at them. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the way I look at it is more like, yes, there are sages in other games, but none of them have been like Newlith wielding or like laser shooting crazy people. So I don't know. So in my mind, that's a new job, but like it doesn't matter. But I don't. I like the weapon. Because, like, when I think of new classes, I'm like, okay, what weapon do I want? It's, like, the way I'm looking at it. But yeah, I would... As for my hopes and dreams, my copium takes, for the ranged physical class, crossbow, please. For the melee tank, my dream would be a flail and a shield. But I think it's more likely we're eventually getting a rune blade wielding rune knight, probably. One-handed sword. But yeah, they should be going live here in a second. So, yeah, since we probably aren't, like, based on what they said earlier, or like on their webpage, I'm gonna link the Twitch side of the stream because apparently we're not allowed to co-stream this on YouTube. So, because of the content ID system is what they said on their website. So, yeah, get over to the Twitch side of things, and we'll post the reactions to this stuff on the YouTube channel. But we'll be watching the presentation itself on Twitch. So I'm gonna take down the YouTube portion here very soon. The link to the Twitch side is in the chat. It's gonna be in the pinned comments, and we are now in the actual countdown to this. Oh boy. Ooh. Down, 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 down. So yeah, when we hit... Well, I'm probably just gonna take down the YouTube side right now, I think. No need to drag out this at all. So, anybody who wants to stick around and watch this, click that Twitch link, go to the Twitch side, and I'll take down the YouTube stream for now. And reactions will be posted here on the YouTube channel. So, thank you, everybody. See you on Twitch. Bye-bye.